Hi, I'm Harish Guteti and welcome back to my channel. Today it's a long session but a very interesting one and I got multiple requests to do this because I have made like a lot of videos in short, like 5 minute 6 minute videos on different aspects of AWS partner business, but I got requests on, hey, why don't you show us a full roadmap on how the partner program works. The reason I didn't do this video till now is I mean, honestly, I don't want to say something that I didn't do yet, right? So that's the reason I didn't make this video. But now this is the roadmap or plan that I would follow, and that makes sense. And I'll explain why it makes sense, because with respect to investments and stuff, that I believe every new or select tier partners must follow to be able to build a successful AWS practice practice. That's what this session is all about. So basically, it's a complete full roadmap masterclass. That's what we are going to learn today. So by the end of session, you will have a full understanding of the partner program and a complete blueprint on how to plan your AWS partner practice with specific milestones. The next thing is the critical roles you need to hire for growing your partner program, and I'll cover the second one first right away, and then the first one because it's we have to cover a lot of topics. Let me just talk about the second one first. So the critical roles in any partner program is you need to have the alliance lead or the alliance team who knows the entire AWS partner program in and out and can get you all the competencies and designations and everything that throughout the process. That's one. The second most important role is really the salespeople or the business development people as part of the partner program, who needs to understand how the program works and how to really build the business. So those are the two critical roles that you need to hire if you want to build a successful AWS practice. So now let's dive into the first part of what does a complete blueprint look like if you want to build the AWS partner practice. So here are the milestones, right? That I laid out. There are actually 9 of them. The first one is really the enrollment and go to market. The second one is achieving the select tier status. Third one is becoming ACE eligible, and I'm going to talk about everything in a minute. The fourth one is achieving the advanced tier status. The fifth one is achieving competencies. The sixth milestone would be completing few partner programs. The seventh milestone is really around solutions library, marketplace listing, basically expanding your footprint into different AWS areas so that you increase your opportunities or opportunity for increasing revenue. Eighth is finally becoming a premier tier partner or a level 1 MSP partner, right? Finally, the ninth is AWS SCA. It's called Strategic Collaboration Agreement, which we'll I'll touch upon briefly, right? So these are the different milestones that a successful AWS partner would go through, right? And in this order, if you're already having like 100, maybe 50, 40 customers, then the path will be different. But if you're starting new or in a select year, or you have an IT business, you have a probably an IT services business and want to become an AWS partner, this is the roadmap for it. So let's dive in. The first thing is really enrollment and go to market, right? So what does it mean? So you have to register as a partner, of course, on the partner central and pay the partner fee, which is $2,500 a year, right? So that's something you do. And when I talk about go to market, it's really the entire AWS practice depends on something called service offerings. What do you want to offer to the market, right? So are you going to offer SAP on AWS? Are you going to offer VMware on AWS? Are you going to offer database migrations? What is that one thing? uh, it may not be one thing, it can be 10 things, but to start with, to get your first few customers, you can start with one or two service offerings. What are those one or two offerings that you want to go ahead and offer to the marketplace, right? So deciding on your service offerings, maybe it's Amazon Connect implementation, maybe it is DynamoDB implementation, doesn't matter, like based on what workload or what services, what is your service offering that and a service offering can be a combination of multiple services as well, right? Maybe you're going to offer application migration, right? So something like that. What is that one thing you are really good at and that you want to start offering, and that will be your go-to-market service offering, right? So then you decide on forming the Alliance team. So creating the Alliance team from day one is really important, because the Alliance team who knows about this program in and out would be able to guide you for the rest of the process, right? If you don't know what you're doing, you may be losing opportunities. You may not be structuring the opportunities properly to get the maximum benefits, and things like that. So that's really the is important. The next step is in this for this milestone is your website update, social media presence, all that stuff, right? So that's one thing. And the next thing is a lead generation plan. How do you want to generate leads? What do you want to do to get new leads into the new AWS leads? Whether it is who is your customer, how do you plan to get reach to the customer and get new business, right? So that's most important thing, as the first milestone that you plan. And the next thing is, okay, now let's say you're offering a service. Your service offering is, let's say it's .NET application migration, right? So then what do you want to present when you first meet a customer? If they say yes, let's meet, then what will be your first call deck, right? So you need to have all these as the first milestone, prepare everything, right? So get everything sorted out and keep it ready, so that when you finalize the offering that you want to go to market with, and you have everything that you need, the next milestone is really to achieve the select tier status. So what is a select tier status? Basically, you get the first three acts of work complete. So get your first customer, form your team, a minimum of 3 people, complete the accreditations courses, right? So you need at least two associates, sorry, one associate, or two associates, and two cloud practitioners. All right, so you have to get to the select tier status. That's next milestone that you need to focus on, right? So select tier status. So once you get the select tier status, then the next step is really then you're ready. So you have a select tier status, you have a badge, and you can use it, and you can advertise saying we are a select partner or a select tier partner. Then the next thing to get is the service delivery designation, right? So why not advanced tier? Why not competency? So why did I say service delivery designation? So service delivery designation is basically, there are about 10 15 AWS services that qualify for service delivery designation program, and those, if you do two projects of similar kind, you should be able to go ahead and submit for a service delivery designation. And by that time you should have a team size of maybe five people, right? So what happens when you do a service delivery designation? When you get a service delivery designation, for example, let's say you implemented control tower, so if or if you implemented DynamoDB. So if you get the service delivery designation for on two projects, what happens is immediately you are now eligible. You are a select tier, you have the service delivery designation, you are now eligible for MAP funding in case you are doing migration projects. You are also eligible for market development funds, and your wallet gets added, I think, like $5,000 that you can spend on marketing in the future. So and also so that's really the goal for this milestone. How do you do it? Basically, you create the service offering on your website, and there's a process called FTR process for service offering. You get those service offering through the FTR process, complete two projects further. So what happens when a service offering is FTR validated? You get the visibility on Partner Solutions Finder. So that's what happens. Then you complete two projects on of similar kind and apply for a service delivery designation. So this is the milestone where you go ahead, and third milestone where you go ahead and get everything you need to apply for the service delivery designation, right? So next thing is become ACE eligible. So and then you grow your team size to maybe 5 or 6, right? So what that really means is you now have a service delivery designation, and then you launch at least 10 opportunities in the ACE partner, ACE partner central, right? So you have to at least launch 10 opportunities. Then don't try to do too many things even now, because you have a very small team. So focus on the core offering, focus on one industry, because that one industry, if you do 3-4 projects, that will help you in the future to get industry level competency, right? So be strategic with your selection of projects or prospecting, however you're trying to get your leads, right? So focus on one offering industry, and then launch at least 10 opportunities with the service delivery designation you have. And how you can get these opportunities is basically you can use the marketing development funds that they gave you because you got the delivery designation, right? So you can go ahead and leverage them. So that's the fourth milestone. Then the fifth one is really to get to advanced tier, and the team size now maybe 10 or more, right? So the advanced tier, so there's another video where I went through all the tier requirements, so I'm not going to cover again here, but I'm going to say you have to meet the advanced tier requirements, like 2 case studies, 20 surveys, I think 3 professional certifications, people, different things, right? So there is a partner business plan you have to create, right? So keep going, keep launching marketing initiatives using the MDF funds that you have from, you get from the service delivery designation, right? So keep doing that, and try to get additional service delivery designation so that you get more marketing development funds, right? So and also you can apply for marketing level of funds if you want to go ahead and run an initiative, so which you can do. So advanced, that's the advanced tier. So get the so till now what we did is we enrolled, we got the select tier, got the service delivery designation, working towards the advanced tier, get the advanced tier, and then next thing is the big thing, which is really the competency. By the time you're applying for any competency, you should have a team size of 15 with a bunch of like 5 to 6, or at least 60% or more professional certs, right, and all that stuff. So apply for a comp. By the time you reach to this stage, to applying competency, you probably worked with more than 5-6 customers, and you are going to apply for relevant competencies, right? Whether it's the easiest ones are storage competency, cloud operations. So for these some of these two competencies, there is no, what do you call, there is no team size requirement, right? So that's the reason these are easy. So if you do multiple storage products or cloud operation projects, you can go ahead and apply for those designations, right? Sorry, for those competencies. So the next thing is, as your client base is growing, as you're delivering more projects, start a new line of business, for managed services with your existing clients. Say, hey, we'll manage your infrastructure, don't you, so that you don't waste your time. We know everything because we implemented it. We can offer you a monthly thing, for a very short, very small fee. We can manage it, right? So whatever you want to do, start a MSP line of business, right? And keep creating new service offerings, right? So because now you have a team, you can look, service offering is not like, let's say you have a database, you're not going to go ahead and containers is, that's not service. In the same, let's say you have a team of 15 in which like you have 5 database experts or something, you can innovate and create more offerings in the database space itself. Maybe it's a database migration, maybe it's database review, maybe it's, those are called service offerings. Each area can create, you can create multiple service offerings, right? So that's what your focus should be, and continue with your marketing initiatives. So once you get like at least one competency, right, so that you are good. And by the time you get ACE eligible, so what happens, in the previous slide I forgot to mentioned, once you get ACE eligible, what really happens is you are eligible for referrals from AWS teams. So they start sending referrals to you. Once you get to advanced tier, it gets more interesting. Those are called AWS origin opportunities, right? AO opportunities, right? So you're not, partner is not working, AWS is giving you the leads, right? So competency, when you get a competency, even you'll get more new leads from AWS, right? So finally, the next one is really, once you get to a certain level, advanced tier, enroll in partner programs. It could be a well-architected partner, immersion days, think big for small. There are like so many. You have to work with your partner account manager to enroll in different, specific programs that is relevant to your business and complete those programs, right? So service delivery program, I think there is a service delivery program as well, so different things. So that's what you have to target in this milestone. Hey, we have completed certain partner programs. The next milestone is really, now you have a good team, now you have done a bunch of projects, different things about how this industry is or how AWS solutions are helping. It's time for you to white label and build your own solution, right? It doesn't have to be a software, it can be a solution, a specific way of implementing something, either through cloud formation templates or a consulting solution, right? So and create that solution, and there's something called AWS solutions library where partners can publish their solutions, right? So go ahead, submit your solutions there and get them published, so that you are, now your visibility increases, and in that particular solution area they'll start seeing you as a thought leader, as a good partner, right? So to come through, so create solutions, publish them. If you invest in automating those solutions like cloud formation and stuff, you can even offer them on the marketplace listings, and then people can start paying and just start using the solution. Or you can just say it's a consulting engagement and still use marketing, AWS marketplace to list your solutions, right? So and then focus on more competencies. So this milestone is really, you're taking it to the next level, where you are going ahead, creating solutions, white labeling them with your own business what names, and customers are excited to try those out, right? So no software is perfect, so none of the AWS services, I'll say, like, is 100% perfect, right? So there are rooms for improvement, and you can figure out with your knowledge in the for a specific industry and a business, you will know how to create a solution that on top of an existing service. That's what it means. So next, finally, when you get to a team size of 40, I'm sure by the time you probably are aiming for a premier tier partner or level 1 MSP, or both, right? So those should be your targets. You will have multiple BUs, maybe a migration BU, a DevOps BU, something like that, or and then MSP BU, or DevOps. You will have different lines of businesses, and you get to that, you have a dedicated sales team. So all this stuff happens in this way, and you reach to a premier tier premier tier partner status. So that's a long way, but still, like I said, that is the progression you should aim for. Now the final thing is, once you get over 100 employees and you are like crushing your AWS goals, then you can reach out to, through your partner account manager, you can probably say, hey, we want to invest more in AWS. Is there a possibility for a strategic collaboration agreement that we can enter, so that that means AWS will also invest in you, and with on specific goals. You invest your time, your investments as well, and set up a CCOE, Cloud Center of Excellence. So there are different things. The agreement, that's like the final thing that AWS will do with premier partners. They sign up an agreement, collaboration agreement on building new solutions or reselling. Depends on what you want to collaborate with AWS on, right? So then AWS will invest a lot in and you also invest a lot in your business. So that is like the final thing. So like I said, going back to the main slide. So these are the milestones: enrollment, select year, ACE eligible, advanced year, competency, partner programs, solutions library, marketplace listing, premier tier, and SCA, right? So it's a big program. It's going to take a while, but at the same time, it's the most rewarding partner program that's available outside. So that's I hope this video is useful and gave you an insight on how you should plan your partner journey. So if you like the video, go ahead, like it, and do subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to share a lot of content on AWS Partner Program, and also technical stuff on some of the competencies that I am working for for my client, right? So go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.